Hi Libra, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective reading for November. Now, as it is collective, it will not resonate for everyone. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you're likely to find a message in there. If you do like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you do want to hear more from me, then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you press that notification bell, it will pass the message on to anyone else. No. If you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do loads of new content. Going completely mad now. It's because I'm whizzing through it all. Right, let's get your cards for November. Oh, I've already got them. Okay. So your overall energy then, going into the month, we have the Ace of Winter. So don't be deterred by changes along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So potentially throughout the month of November then, or going into the month, pretty much throughout the month, you are going to be looking at gaining a lot of clarity. Potentially this is inner clarity on things that you want, things that you may have been lying to yourself about in the past. Very much learning some inner truths about yourself. Facing challenges head on, and maybe even cutting certain people out of your life as well. It's very much the Ace of Swords. Getting to the truth of things is the Sword of Truth. You know, cutting out things that don't serve you anymore, whether that is beliefs or people. Now, it could even be that you're getting a message that's coming into you, something that you do need to hear, very much some sort of truth message coming in for you. Now, at the start of the month, we have the Dreamer. So very much a brand new beginning. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So something new is starting for you at the beginning of the month. You are starting, whether that's a job, a romance, just a new hobby, it could be anything, but it does look as though you were starting something fresh. You've got a new perspective on things, a new chapter. Let's get you some clarification of what this dream is referring to. Can we get clarification on the dreamer, please, Spirit? Okay, so we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, came out first. So potentially what your new start is regarding some sort of give and take. Maybe you've given too much in the past and it's time to start taking, and you're trying to rebalance your inner scales. You could have been subjected to somebody taking too much from you. It could even be that you've decided it's time to start giving a bit more as well. Whatever it is, your perspective is definitely changing with regards to what you find as a balance in life. Now, we also have the King of Wands. So potentially this could be somebody that you found isn't balancing with you, or it could be energy that you are coming out of. The King of Wands is very much somebody that he's lacking integrity, isn't very good at speaking the truth, which is something I think that you're finding out, but I don't think it's about yourself unless it's things that you've been hiding from yourself. And it could be that you telling yourself the truth here is where you're learning all about how you've been lying to yourself in the past. Now, I do think this is more somebody else's energy. I think it's somebody else, potentially a fire sign. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be potentially somebody that may have been a bit disloyal to you in the past, maybe have betrayed you. Could very much have taken a lot from you and you're breaking free and starting new from them. There has been a lot of conflict. We've got the Five of Wands. So there is still a bit of conflict. You're trying to break free and walk away from that. We do also have the Justice in the reverse. So whatever it is, you do feel like something hasn't been handled fairly. So potentially this person taking so much from you could just mean that, you know, you don't feel like things have been fair at all. you feel like things have been a bit underhanded. You potentially don't feel like you've got enough information as well to make a final decision on this, but it is something where you are looking at the situation thinking, okay, a decision's being made. This could even be a legal decision. Maybe you are going through a divorce, a separation. Maybe it's something to do with work and you're, finally leaving work and it's cancelling a contract. You may have found that your employer wasn't quite as loyal as you were expecting them to be to you. Let's face it, a lot of us have employers where you can be really loyal to the company, but they look at everybody else like a number. So if you were to leave, it doesn't really make a difference to them, but they expect loyalty from everyone else, So it could very well be that you don't feel that things have been very fair, very balanced at all with regards to this. You are trying to look at things from a new perspective, but it has got you a little bit stuck. You are trying to take that new step forward, though, very much so. And it's just that you might be trying to come out of feeling stuck. You're trying to look at things from a different perspective so that you can move forward. But you are feeling that things you've been betrayed as well with this hangman. And it's kind of suggesting to me that you're looking at things from a very one-sided point of view as well. So you might be trying to look at things from alternative perspectives, but you're not succeeding very well. It's quite a narrow-minded viewpoint. But either way, you are feeling, like I say, that things were out of balance and you want to have that new move forward. But you are talking to yourself, or you are getting clarification and truths behind it all. Now, in your challenge position for the month, we have the 9 of Spring. So protect the fruits of your labours, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, and environmental conservation. So very much defending yourself, protecting yourself from any sort of pain that may come along, standing up for yourself, and just being really defensive. You've got your guard up quite high, and that is a big challenge in the middle of the month. Well, not even in the middle of the month, just in the middle of the month for you. You may feel like people are trying to come at you from all angles. It could just be that you've been really hurt, especially from feeling betrayed here with all this conflict as well that you're trying to walk away from. It could very much be that it's put you in one of those positions where you just don't want to trust anyone and you're trying to keep yourself out of all sorts of conflict. So let's get clarification on this 9 of Spring. So we have a 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So potentially you could also be doing a little bit of overspending, or somebody else is doing some overspending. It could be that you may have become, when the 9 is in the upright, it can suggest independence, being single as well for some people. In the reverse, it could be that you're no longer going to be single, but having your barriers up could be causing you a little bit of conflict. It could simply be that you don't feel like you want to be as independent, or maybe you are feeling a little bit more codependent. Maybe you want to rely on people a little bit much. It could even just be wild behaviour. Maybe you're doing a bit of partying. You're not potentially wanting to let people in. We also have a 4 of Cups. This is in the upright, so it is suggesting to me that there may be a bit of boredom. You might not be seeing what's in front of you as well. You could be doing a lot of daydreaming. We do have an Empress, so potentially if you are getting into a relationship, it could be with somebody that would embody an Empress. Now, it doesn't have to be a female, it can be a masculine. It's just a personality trait. So the Empress is somebody that's very abundant, very much nurtures things. Can be a mother figure, can be somebody with children, but yeah, very loving, nurturing, caring. But she's the queen of all queens. She's very much the boss. She's very much like an emperor, takes leadership, takes charge, but does it in her own feminine way. Very much in touch with nature as well, plants her own seeds. But yeah, so very much this could be, somebody that is in your energy that could be coming in and you're not seeing it as much. You might not be recognizing the importance of them to you, because you've got your barriers up so high. Now, it could simply be that you have got a mother figure in that's trying to give you some advice, but you might not want to be taking it because of how high you're keeping your barriers up. It could even be that this is something where you need to go and reconnect with nature and embody the Empress yourself, so that you can learn that unconditional love that the Empress gives and help you bring down those barriers. We have a Two of Pentacles, which is suggesting that you may be juggling a little bit too much as well. That could be either work related, it could be lovers if you've got multiple options. It could just be that you're doing too much and you're not taking enough time for yourself. Very much suggesting to me that you are doing a lot of multitasking, and that you might be putting yourself on a bit of a back burner there. We do have a Knight of Pentacles as well. Now, this again could be somebody coming into your energy, but it's somebody that's confused. They don't really know what they want. They're feeling a bit aimless, and they're not really doing anything. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't know what they want. They're very much stuck. So this could be you. Again, it might be somebody else coming into your energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, if this is somebody, it doesn't necessarily have to be. But like I say, potentially somebody very clueless, very aimless. It could just be simply that you don't know what you want, and that is why you're keeping your defences up high. It could very well be that you are looking at a relationship, possibly with an Empress or somebody with an Empress energy, but you don't know how much you actually want to commit to that. So you might be juggling them around with other people, potentially weighing up your options and trying to work out what is best for you. Now, your outcome, we have the Two of Autumn. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multi-skilling. So if you do get through this challenge, it is suggesting to me that you're still going to be juggling things at the end of the month. Possibly you might be able to do it a little bit more successfully, or you may have just worked out what it is that you want to juggle and are starting to learn to balance it a bit more. Let's get some clarification on this Two of Autumn. Lots and lots of cards jumping out there. So we have an Eight of Cups. So definitely moving away from things that you don't want anymore, things that no longer serve any purpose for you, going on a new journey, finding out things that better serve you, going towards, and not so much a new start, but going towards things that are on your actual path, towards things that you want and that are good for you. We have a Wheel of Fortune coming out to the side, which is suggesting to me that there is something that you need to learn in order for your journey to be successful. If you don't learn it, you are in danger of repeating some sort of karmic cycle, which might feel like bad luck to you. But if you do learn your lesson, whatever it is that you need to be learning, it will turn upwards. You'll have that good fortune. You'll be getting that good karma from it. We have a Hermit card, so potentially there might be some need for some inner reflection, maybe some alone time. That will obviously help you work out what these lessons are that you need to learn. We have a Hierophant, which is telling me that you need to have faith, or that you will have faith. This could even be a higher level of commitment as well, so potentially looking at a long-term relationship if that's something that you want. It could simply be getting in touch with somebody that's a mentor, learning some new skills as well, but being really good at them, and being highly recognized for those skills. We do have a Ten of Wands, so again, whatever it is you're releasing, that Eight of Cups, it is something that's been a bit of a burden on your shoulders as well, so you're ready to put down that burden and move forward with that Ten of Wands. Now, we do have the Emperor in the reverse. So that's suggesting to me that you may be trying to release some control. Maybe this is part of what your Two of Pentacles has been, where you've been juggling so much. Maybe you just like to have a lot of control over things. And this is suggesting to me that you're going to be releasing some control, letting some of that go. Again, putting down what doesn't serve you anymore. And then we have a Four of Wands. So there may be, you might feel like there's a little bit of a lack of stability because you're going to be letting go of some control. It could even be that if you juggle in multiple jobs, that you might be releasing one of them to give yourself a bit more space and a bit more freedom. Now that could make you feel a little bit unstable with this Four of Wands in the reverse, but it is something that does look as though it is going to benefit you, because that Eight of Cups, like I say, you are moving into a direction of something that is best for you, and you are in need of some time as well to do some inner reflection. So if you're constantly overworking, then you're not going to be able to have that time to yourself to do that reflection and ultimately learn the lesson from that Wheel of Fortune to have the good turning luck for you. All right, let's get you an Spirit of the Animal Oracle and see if there's any more messages, or see what other messages Spirit would like to give to you. Can't even talk very clearly today. Clearly that Ace of Swords relates to my lack of communication just there. Not being very clear. Right, can we get Spirit of the Animal? Okay, so you've got Giraffe. Visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Guide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. So very much embodying that Empress, unconditional love. She's got the very, very big heart, has amazing self-worth, very graceful as well, loves unconditionally, like I say. Now, it does also say about their rise above earthly matters. So like I was saying earlier, maybe you work multiple jobs, you're having to give one up. It's going to make you feel a little bit unstable because you don't have those earthly incomes coming in to make you feel a bit stable, be more stable. It's rising above all of those things. The amazing ability to have all the mod cons and designer gear. It's not necessarily needed. Yes, it's nice to have them, but they're not needed as long as you've got your necessities of life, as long as you've got food to eat, shelter and warmth with the cold. That's what it all matters. All of these natural disasters and hurricanes and everything else put things in a big perspective for everybody with regards to that. Right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and if you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Good luck with November, Libra, and thank you for joining me.